And week one coming to a close here at Minor League Esports, presented by APM Music. The lines are painted for one final game, but a game it is going to be. Premier League action. Some of the top players in all of Premier League out there on the field tonight as we get ready to witness the Pandas and the Flames battle each other in this week one matchup. My name is Fleegy. Joined with me is none other than Thunderballs, and we are going to have a fantastic match in front of us here.
No doubt about it. I think the audience out here better buckle up, because this is going to be a change of pace from what you just saw. Not a change in quality, because that was a close series and a great one that we just watched, but it's going to be a different flavor here coming from these Premier League players who are scratching up into the 2,000 plus range of MMR in Rocket League. I didn't even know that number that high existed. It's not familiar to me, but clearly these players live up there, and they're going to be showing you that.
Well, you know, Thunderballs, there's a number over 1,000 too for you, but you know, I'm right there with you. This game is going to look absolutely fantastic between all of the players involved. I'm excited to see it. It's one of my favorite leagues to cast, has always been Premier League, and now it's just even higher of a skill ceiling as we get ready to jump straight into game number one.
I gotta say, I can't really do much in the way of predictions here on what way this is going to go. It's going to take a little bit of spectating here of my own as I kind of get a feel for what these players that are so high up can do against one another. We saw a sneak preview of the level of skill in the Franchise Cup Major last weekend, but now you're going to see it on full display here between these Premier League teams.
That we will. We're already off to a quick start here between these two sides. It'll be the Flames in orange, the Pandas in black, and that's Tai starting off the scoring with a banger from the right side.
Well, Doombug made that play about as easy as it could ever have been for Tai. Just a really opportune demo in the right spot at the right time to make an open shooting lane for Tai.
Well, the Flames strike first. We'll see if the Pandas have anything in response. It'll be a Nitsu looking to play it. Unborn, drop down, Doombug. One of the top-ranked players in all of Premier League. He gets another touch on this into the corner. It's Tai again with the follow-through. Unborn making his way back downfield. Up Doombug getting it demoed. Good 50-50. Tai able to come away with the win as it comes to the right side. Off the side wall. Tai will be up in the air for it. It's a drop down. Good pass. Doombug reached for it. But this should be a shot from Unborn. It's going to be just wide. Doombug with the miss, and Anitsu able to put it through. The Pandas equalize.
It's interesting at this level of play to see Ansu go for that when they would have expected Doombug to make the touch. Normally, these players are having to read the play so far in advance that you won't see them dive on a challenge that they think will be touched. But instead, that works out for Ansu, who buries that one and ties this game with just under 4 minutes left to play.
Ansu again, trying to get it past on that one. Unborn, unfortunate touch. It's an empty field for Doombug to work with, and he's going to take clean advantage. Makes it 2-1 Flames.
Fantastic play here. Look at Doombug wrap around on the wall there and just find themselves a nice setup touch to put that in the back of the net. Easy peasy, and Doombug showing the skill and awareness on the field that we knew would come from them.
Their kickoff in favor of the Flames. Anzu trying to get this touch. It's not quite enough. He is able to connect with Unborn out and place it to the right side. It's a follow-up touch here. Unborn looking to make his way through. That's a power clear from Doombug all the way downfield. He collides with Unborn on the right side. Tai response. He's going to send this one off the backboard. Follow-up from Doombug again will be on the backboard. Picked up by Unborn. Now Anzu in control. It's it over top of one. Doombug takes a shot. will be straight back down. Not in the best of positions, but it should be something here for Unborn. As he sends it just wide, it's an opportunity on the follow-up, but no one from the Pandas there.
Surprising amount of space on the field there afforded to both teams, but you're right, in particular the Pandas not jumping on an opportunity that was given to them, and I don't think they can really afford to do that in a game where they're down. They need to aggress a little bit more here and capitalize when they've got some space.
See what they can work with here. It's another good opportunity. Tai giving it away. It's a shot from Unborn. That is a bad defensive mistake from Tai, and it leads to the equalizer.
Nice little chip up there from Ansu, but you're right, Tai was definitely the next to play that ball, and they have all the skill they need to get a better clear there. Instead, they hand it right into the waiting arms of the attacker, and it's a tie game here at just over the halfway mark.
It's a good kickoff there from the Pandas. Doombug will look to wrap around. It's Tai that gets the touch downfield. Offside wall, Doombug shot, saved by Ansu. As he grabs this corner boost, will slow things down on the left side of the field, gets it past Doombug. Unborn had an open net, but could not make the connection with the ball, and it'll stay tied at 2-all. In corner again, we find ourselves. That's a bad miss from Ansu. Doombug, fake challenge, and it's not going to be able to be saved. What a play.
Just completely bamboozled the Pandas player in the back here. Oh my goodness, Doombug waiting until the very end to delay that backflip, help the recovery be faster and get the play onto net. That's just perfection there, and it gives the Flames another lead.
Such confidence to go for a play like that. Meanwhile, on the other side of the field, it's Tai shoring up the defense. So far so good for the beginning moments of this Flames team. The Pandas, they've had their options to score, but they still find themselves down at the moment with 1:43 to go. Back across, good 50 from Doombug as Unborn will look to corral things. Trying to get a pass out in mid. Ansu is going to be up for it. He takes the shot off the post. So close to going in, but close doesn't cut it in that situation.
Narrowest of margins there. That was so close to getting the post and inbounds. And instead, still a Flames lead here. Looking to add more is Tai out in front. Doombug probably going to follow up there, but instead gets demoed for his efforts. And this could be an opportunity for the Pandas here if they can get on it quick enough. But instead, leaving space again. I really don't feel like they can afford to do that. And maybe Unborn with a flip reset? No, Doombug's going to stop them once again. And we have entered the final minute here, still with the Flames leading.
Ansu, tried to get it over top of Tai, but it was a good 50. Ansu again will win that 50 off of Doombug. Unborn up in the air, takes a shot. It'll be wide. As it sits back in this corner, it's a pop-up. Unborn sticking close. But it might have been a bad decision. Doombug got a lot of space to work with. Tai going for the demo. Not able to get it through, but Doombug doesn't care. He gets it past 2, gets the bump, and Tai will score.
Great acknowledgement there. Doombug doing just enough work to make this a scoreable play. They didn't need to do everything. They absolutely launched that defender, I think that was Unborn, into the next state over, and that leaves, again, an open scoring opportunity for Tai. We saw that to open the game, and we're seeing it here again from the Flames to potentially close it.
Yeah, it was just a fantastic play as well from Doombug to get that sort of pressure on them. It doubles the Flames' lead. And now with the final 14 ticking down, unless the Pandas can convert on this opportunity, it will be game number 1 going to the Flames. It's with that shot, not enough time to get anything going. It will be that way, and it's going to be up to the Pandas to try and make something happen here in game number 2, because the Flames just looked absolutely fantastic. I mean, just incredible. Doombug doing a fantastic job, and one of the biggest moments of that Thunderballs was that fake that he made. Wonderful. You can see it on your screen right now. He gets possession of the ball. He knows the defender is coming across net. Instead of challenging, just gets the backflip. It gets pressure still on the ball, moves it farther forward, and it really caught the Pandas just completely unprepared.
It did, and it's a testament to how presence of mind and game intelligence are as important as mechanics when you get to this top level of play. It's not all just about the flashy stuff in terms of difficulty, but it's about acknowledging what's the right thing to do in the situation that you're in. And for Doombug, that was the perfect play to drop in that moment, and just time and time again showed perfect situational awareness. When they needed to make a bump, they made a bump, got a demo, did a fake, and they have the skill to back that up. So it's major trouble here for the Pandas, and they've got to have an answer here with a bit of flavor of their own.
Yeah, no, I mean, they cannot continue to allow this Flames team to build up steam. They have to put something in place to make it happen. They lose game one, but, someone has to. So it's going to come down to the Pandas in this upcoming game and whether or not that they can try and fix some of the issues we were seeing with the consistency on their offense, especially moving forward.
And a fun fact, Sleeky, actually for you, not only does someone has to lose game one, someone has to lose all the games in a series, believe it or not.
Really?
I'm just finding this out recently,
Did
but
League Ops
it's
change
breaking
that
news. Yeah, I think it's a rule change, maybe something particular to Premier League, but somebody's got to lose every single game. So let's see who it ends up being here. Oh, might be Pandas once again, who are once again being harassed by Doombug.
And it's not a good start for them. They lose this challenge. Doombug just following it up so well. 18 seconds into the game, and it's the opening lead for the Flames here. As this kickoff going to be important. Will come off to the Pandas. Zansu will move it downfield. Tai out of the corner. Follow up, not going to be able to come through as Unborn will meet it on this left side. Doombug 50. Comes back down. Tai out of the corner. Getting it out in front. Unborn clears it across, but it's straight into the waiting arms of Doombug, who's going for a ceiling shot. He's going to get the touch off the bar, and Unborn able to find a glancing touch to clear it away, but a close call there. Doombug looking to try something again, but he just doesn't find the necessary contact to make it through.
It's amazing to watch. It feels as though Doombug in particular, but
what a
nice
save.
save there from Ansu coming across the goal line. It feels like these players, in any given situation, they have 2 or 3 chances. Nice shot from Ansu. Oh, man. I'm not going to be able to finish my point here. Too much pressure being put on. Yeah, it's clearly, I got to just keep my trap shut when the play is really picking up, because this is amazing stuff here back and forth between the Pandas and Flames.
And you can see Doombug, he was trying out the fake there again, but Panda is a little more prepared for it this time, not falling for it as easily. As Tai gets a pass out in front. Ansu to recover. Oh, Unborn caught in a really awkward spot. It'll be Ansu. He has to play it back to keep it away from Doombug. Tai was looking for a 0-degree angle. He's not able to get it past. It'll be Ansu putting more pressure downfield. 2 minutes gone. And it's the Flames still controlling a 1-0 lead here. Off the backboard, it'll go. Unborn in the air. It'll be Tai. Back to Unborn. Doombug cuts it off, plays it into the corner. Follow-up touch on target. What, are you serious? He finds that angle.
Oh, he's serious, all right. That is unbelievable from Doombug. Ansu, no clue that was going to be a shooting opportunity for Doombug. Valiant effort and almost got across the goal line to get the save there, but not enough. And Doombug continuing to put on a show for us all here.
An excellent shot all the way across the body of his car. It doubles the lead for the Flames here. As the Pandas still look like they're just trying to find anything they can to get this game back under their control. It has not been the best of starts for them. As Unborn looks to get a pass out in the midfield, but Doombug on the respawn, able to just get in front and stop it right in its tracks. It comes back down and around. Doombug plays it to Unborn, but Unborn doesn't do anything with it. It'll be another clear coming away, and that's actually a pretty big missed opportunity for the Pandas there.
It just feels like they expend all of their resources just getting in close enough into the zone to have one scoring opportunity, and then they're all out of it. Meanwhile, Flames scoring again here and making something out of nothing. It's taking a lot of energy for the Pandas to do what the Flames seemingly do so effortlessly, and they add another here to the goal tally, make it 3-0.
Well, 2 minutes to go, and like you said, a 3-0 scoreline. The Flames seem to have no intentions of slowing down, so it's going to have to be the Pandas that try and match that pace of play. Azansu out of the corner. It's a beat by Tai. Cross over into midfield. Doombug wraps back around. What a shot, and he puts it in the bottom right corner.
Just completely handcuffs the defender with the patience here. Watch the dive. Unborn trying in vain to get into position to save that shot. And Doombug says, no, right bottom corner looks open to me. Let's put it there. It's just so tough to stop that much presence of mind on the attack.
It really is, and especially when you're already down like this and you're trying to move it forward, defense is one of the last things on your mind, but it's still so crucial in these sorts of games. That demo might set up something. Ansu not able to gain control. It's a soft touch, and Tai on the respawn to clear it back downfield. Unborn unable to corral that into his possession. It'll be Doombug shot taken, saved by Ansu. Tai in the air, and it should be easy. Unfortunately, easy does not always translate into conversions.
So much time spent on the goal line here for these Pandas players. They've made a lot of great saves, but at a certain point, I'm sure they've grown tired of having to just make saves for this entire series. They never seem ready to take the attacking opportunities that they might give to one another, and that might just be communication. It might just be a case of it being a little quiet on comms. Oh, close shot there. Doombug waiting for the placement on that one. But Pandas may be needing to communicate with one another when they're going to have an advantage and be able to capitalize on it.
And I think one of the big reasons as to why this game has gotten so out of control for the Pandas is the Flames have outshot them 2-1, and you can see the results. It is appearing on the Pandas side of field. It is pressure mounting upon pressure, and the Pandas are collapsing under it.
And it's not for lack of effort from the Pandas. There are only so many defensive plays you can make until you're just completely yard sailed across your goal line with no options left.
What a
They're
save!
making the saves. Oh, that's a great save there from Tai. Finally testing the defense of the Flames. Those chances not coming very often. It was close there, but not quite for the Pandas, who are still trying to find a goal in this game.
Yeah, 13 seconds ticking down. It will be a victory in game 2 for the Flames. As Ansu will try one last attempt. It's another save from Tai. That's his 4th on the game. He's got more saves than shots. Meanwhile, Doombug racking up more shots than the entire Pandas team combined. So it really goes to show you what the dynamic of these two players on the Flames have been so far throughout this series.
Boss League, I'd love to hear from you what you might think could be a changing factor here for the Pandas team, because on my end, I'm not so sure. I feel like they're just being stifled by what appears to be a better team, but you never just want to submit to the fact that, oh, you know, they're just better than us, so we don't need to change anything. There's always ground to be made up. There are always things that you can change in a series. It just takes a little bit of creativity, but what do you think that might be at this point?
I really, it's so hard to try and put into words, right? Because this Flames team really is playing well, and I think the only thing that I could really try and point out for this Pandas squad is to make better space. You're giving too much time for the Flames to think about what they're wanting to do and make those decisions out on the field. And when you give players like Doombug time to think, that's when you're going to really start to run into problems. We've seen him time and time again using fakes, utilizing weird angles, utilizing anything in his repertoire that he can to try and make these plays come alive. And it's the Pandas' inability to get in front of the play and really try and stifle it before it converts that is just crushing them out there on the field right now.
Well, perhaps that comes in the midfield more than any other area. If you're going to pick a spot to catch a team by surprise, just don't let them get out of their zone easily and gain control into yours. Instead, try to cut them off there and mess with their rotations when they're really trying to transition from one area to another. See if the Pandas can maybe put together something like that. But first, they're going to have to come back from what is already a 1-goal deficit from these Flames. And
I saw that, Doombug. I'm trying to quote-unquote secure the goal, but not Tai is able to put just enough power on it to get it past you. And 15 seconds into the game, we'll finally get a goal instead of a save. We'll see if the Pandas have any sort of response as Ansu able to win that one. It'll be Doombug with the pickup. Looks to get it around 50, gets a ping all the way across, and Tai somehow the one to come away with it. Demo coming through on Tai. He'll be off the ceiling, back down. Anzu into the corner. Tai will send a banger downfield. It'll be Doombug. Looks to play it out for Tai. It's an open net, and that's Tai getting his second on the board off the pass from Doombug in the corner.
And Panda's defense out of sorts. Ansu, I like the idea there. They were going for the bump. They acknowledged that Doombug was trying to slow the play down on the wall. I think the bump was the right play there, but the execution was just not there. But that's promising nonetheless. We talked about needing some creative ideas for the Pandas to break through here, and that one might not have been executed upon, but maybe the ones leading up here as we head into the last 4 minutes of this game might be.
It's another pass over to Unborn. Minute gone as he gets back in control, looks to dribble it downfield. Doombug able to get in his way. It's Anzu gonna leave this one for Unborn. Shot taken, scored. Great placement, it'll get him back within one.
Fantastic speed. Unborn came from way downtown here to beat Tai to the ball. Was just waiting with bated breath for Doombug to play that ball out into the middle and pounced on it immediately. Panda is normally a pretty lackadaisical animal, but that was not slow or lazy on the side of the Pandas there on the field today.
No, not at all. This Doombug might have a response of his own. He does. Just puts it in the bottom right. And it almost looked like it was inevitable watching that one.
It's nightmare fuel. I mean, if you're the defender there and you see Doombug bearing down on you with all the time in the world to play the ball, what do you do at that point? It's certainly not something I would be wanting to face, and I'm not envious of the Pandas for having to do that this many times in a series.
Yeah, things beginning to look ugly out there on the field. The Pandas just getting mauled right now. Continuously, time and time again, getting burned by the Flames on these plays. They look to wrap around to this left side wall. Doombug finding a bump on Anzu. Getting another controlling touch. As Tai waits about in midfield. It'll be a touch up over top. Squishy save from Anzu to clear it away, but it might not matter as Doombug takes another shot and it forces Unborn to make a save.
Yeah, that squishy save definitely worth noting from Anzu. They had limited boost and limited time to make that play. Had to be really accurate with it and did just that. So unfortunately, it's another defensive highlight for the Pandas. They're really wanting some offensive ones at this point. But nonetheless, still signs of life there from that squad in gray, black-ish kind of color. Not quite sure on that one with this Salty Shores night field.
And an opportunity here. No, Tai again getting in the way, and it feels like the Pandas, even when they have good looks, there's just always something back for the Flames to make it happen. And up to this point, it really has felt like the Flames are in control. They're just taking the bamboo from the Pandas, using it to add to their fire. And with a 2-goal lead right now with 2:15 to go, it is just needs something to change on this Panda side of field.
And they've got, I mean, that's a pretty decent chunk of game left to do it. But how do you shift the mentality mid-game when you're too busy trying to manage not getting scored on in every opportunity by this Flames team? It's a lot to hang on to, and it's an easier shift to make mid-game, but you don't want to give up on a game in any instance. So maybe they can turn it around here, because 2 goals, certainly not unheard of in 1 minute and 40 seconds.
No, not unheard of at all, but with how the Flames have been playing, it's going to have to take a second effort. Doombug was looking for the bump on Anzu on that one. Now has control, flick over Tai, also a demo on Tai. Doombug gets bumped away, shot taken from Unborn, and they get back within 1. And the Pandas may make me eat my words.
There you go. Physicality ended up being the difference maker there, just trying different things, going for different rotations, and really caught the Flames off guard with a demo and a bump. And you got no defenders left to defend the net, and that's going to be a goal every time at this level of play. So the Pandas getting a little bit closer here to making a game of this.
Well, Tai with an absolute banger of a shot. It'll be Doombug looking to follow it up. No touch, but an empty net. Doombug trying to secure it yet again, but it'll be Tai to put it through, and it's back to a 2-goal separation.
Surprising to see Doombug greedily looking for these quote-unquote secures here. I mean, Doombug, you seem perfectly capable of finding goals when you want to and when you're given the opportunity. So, you know, let TyTy have a little bit of the real estate here too and share the wealth on the field.
Ooh, Unborn was trying to make that one happen, almost able to get it up over top. Doombug in this corner, looking for the 50-50. Not going to be able to come away with it. Zanzu off the backboard. Doombug knocks it up. Good 50 from Unborn. It forces Doombug to take another touch. But Ansu can't get the follow through. It'll have to be on board. Takes a shot. TyTy not going to be able to find that one. And now back within one yet again. The Flames starting to pitter out a little bit.
So narrowly close to that ball. Seeing some confusion on the side of TyTy, wondering how they didn't touch that. But when the margin is that close, you have to wonder, is it just a question of hitboxes? With an Octane, would that have been a save? But with a flat car, it wasn't. Sometimes it can get that close, especially when you have players sending the ball so fast at one another at this Premier League level.
Oh, and Doombug doesn't find the touch. And just like that, the Pandas get back level in this game.
Interesting little bounce there out of the corner, and great awareness there from Ansu to look for a shot in a spot where the Flames were just slightly out of sorts. And if you can spot those opportunities, they are few and far between from this Flames team, but they're not totally non-existent. They are there, and the Pandas are starting to find them in a spot where they could see themselves taking a game in this series.
Yeah, absolutely, and they're still in a position to potentially win if they can continue this momentum forward. I said it earlier on, it was going to have to take a second win out of this team to make something happen, and that's exactly what we've seen. Doombug came so close to just launching that one through Unborn. Final opportunity, but it's not going to happen, and we've got overtime in Game 3.
Well, let's see it, Pandas. This is really a big opportunity to shift a bit of the momentum in the series and put what has been a very comfortable Flames team and make them a little bit less comfortable on the field. It's something that's much needed. You want to upset the mental state when it's so relaxed. And the Pandas threatening here. Nice shot there and into the middle. Unborn takes the pass from Ansu and puts it dead center between the two Flames players to win in overtime.
Yeah, and 18 seconds in, they secure it, and the series stays alive for them. They're going to be looking to try and begin this with a reverse sweep. But man, you know, I thought that the Pandas were down and out. I'm not going to lie to you, Thunder. I thought that we were going to be seeing potentially a Flame sweep. But overall, I mean, really, the Pandas started to kick it into gear and really show why they are playing at this level and take a win off of a really well-playing Flames team. And I'm looking forward to seeing if they can continue that momentum over into the next game.
Well, I got to say, what have the Flames got in store when now they're being tested by the Pandas? Beforehand, I don't really think they had to shift gears at all. They just had to continue with the success that they were getting. But now they're being challenged in a different way. And with the skill we've seen on display from both players on the Flames, I think we're going to see some adjustments that are going to be pretty scary to play against. But the Pandas now seem like they may be level to it.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. This Game 4 is going to have a lot on the line. The Pandas, they begin a potential reverse sweep with that victory there in Game 3. They haven't lost the series just yet. And while the Flames are still roaring hot, the Pandas have started to come more alive, as we really need to see more of what we saw out of them in that final about 2 minutes, I would say. Thunder is really what they need to try and capture for the full game coming up here.
Well, the final goal that they scored really paints a picture and made it plainly evident what was lacking from their game. Just coordination and really sharp passing plays looking for one another on the field. That resulted in a game winner for them, and I think it can result in a lot more success if they can find it consistently.
Well, Game 4 is now underway, and in 5 minutes, barring overtime, we will have the answer to that question there, Thunderballs. But for now, it'll be Thunder, not Thunderballs. He's not on the field. It'll be Doombug.
I'm so glad it's not Thunder. Trust me, with what we've been seeing, I'm very grateful it's not.
I don't know. I think I'd be interested to see how you would play down there.
Oh, sure you would, but trust me, I would not. I'm sure you'd get a kick out of it, but we'll leave that until, 40 or 50 years from now when I finally hit Premier League.
We'll see. But for now, it is Doombug and Tai on the Flames side. Is Anzu looking to get this one into the corner. It's a pass out from Doombug. Connection with Tai at midfield. On board, solid touch. Doombug out of the play. It's just Tai back on defense. Anzu taking his time. Tai with a save, but it's not enough for the follow-through from Unborn. And now we're really seeing this Panda team come to life.
Putting an immense amount of pressure on the team. Tai, that's a really rough spot to be in against the post and trying to make a save back the other way. And they were handcuffed to the point where it gave an easy shooting opportunity to the Pandas that they are not going to miss. And this train is just going to keep on rolling for the Pandas here, who found themselves another lead.
Tai grabbing the corner boost. Push it off the back wall, double touch through, and it'll be back level just seconds after the opening goal.
Doesn't matter what level of play you're at, if you watch the difficulty of making this play a half volley that's at the very bottom of the wall, more often than not, the curve of the wall is going to eat your flip there and you're never going to get off. So I did not envy the position of the defender there, but nonetheless capitalized upon by the Flames player in Tai.
Back wall again as Unborn plays it to the right side. Beats Tai. Oh, looking for the bump. Doombug shot taken, but it's soft, and Anzu will be able to get there in time. Follow up from Tai. That's going to be a pinch, and that's going to be potentially a highlight play because that just screamed across the field.
Unborn and Anzu, you have to imagine they were planning for that. Once they saw one another both on the right side of the ball there, pinches seem kind of happenstance and lucky at lower levels of play, but I can almost guarantee you that's something that they were trying for in that very last second there, and boy, did it succeed.
Yeah, and you know, looking back on it, it looked like they calculated that pinch as well. That very well could be a Balls Guarana play of the week. And to anyone who may not know, if you see a great play, whether it be a solid save, a fantastic pinch shot like we saw from the Pandas there, or just anything spectacular, clip it, send it to us on Twitter or in the Discord. And the players involved have an opportunity to win a case of Balls Guarana. So it really means a lot, and we just love to see these plays coming out of these games as the Pandas continue to push on the pressure. The Flames spending a lot of time in their half right now. Anzu unable to find that touch. It'll be Unborn. That's a bad position, but he's able to work with it. Gets a tempo on Tai. Doombug trying to play it into Anzu. He's not able to get that boost. It's going to leave him out of sorts. As Doombug now in control, pass over to Tai, but Anzu able to get in front. Unborn just going to take a shot. Tai in the air, and he'll find the save. Great effort there from Tai to get back.
Oh, magnificent defense retreating back towards the net. Not that much boost to work with and having to make a pretty tough save that was destined for the top corner. Tai showing why he's no slouch on the field, even though Doombug seems to, you would think they're the standout performer. Tai really has been a great supporting player and making the plays when they need to secure a good amount of control so far for the Flames in this series.
The demo coming through. They just had to play it a bit softer. The Pandas rushing for it a little bit. Now Doombug in control, has one to beat, but he can't make it past. It'll be Tai playing it back off into the corner again. Unborn able to meet him up to it. As Doombug in control, was looking for the 50 plus Anzu, but Unborn will look to put it back down the other way. Tai off the back wall, plays it into Anzu, and straight back out to Unborn. Patient touch, but Tai finds a bump, and it's critical, as Unborn would have absolutely had that on target. But now with less than 90 seconds to go, it's still the Pandas who hold on to this lead.
One of the big contributing factors I think that we've seen for that, they're going to find another one here. Just a savage bump by the player heading into net there. The Pandas, once again, creative plays here, physical plays, and just doing all the right things to generate goals. But to circle back for a moment, I really love how much the Pandas have become aware of the habits that Doombug has on the times at which he chooses to change the pace of play. Loves to slow it down and try to fake players out and really make them uncomfortable in front of the net. And they're not really respecting that as much as they used to. And it's really working for them. They're not giving him the space to make the plays that he wants to, and they're just cutting them off at the outset.
Yeah, and that was exactly what I was talking about, is that the Flames had too much time to think about what they wanted to do. And maybe the Pandas were listening in to our commentary, in which case I will gladly take credit for part of their comeback here. But no, it has been all them. They have figured out the key to this Flames offense, and it's been working wonders as they continue to shore up on defense. They're acting like a wall right now. Within the final 30 seconds, they can hold on to this lead, Thunderballs. They're looking at a potential reverse sweep in Game 5.
Oh, you love to see it too. It's incredible that so many of the series that we've had on stream in this opening weekend have gone to 5 games. Oh no, trouble here though for the Pandas. Flames are not going to go down without a fight, and they want to end this series right here, right now.
Yeah, and that's just another massive bump. Tai, the physicality pushing Atsu out of position. And now, about 11 seconds left in the game. We'll see what these players can do with it. It'll be Ansu pushing it through. The Flames need a goal to try and press overtime, as that's going to be a bump away. Tai with a pass downfield, but no one around, and we have a Game 5 to decide the winner.
Against all odds, really. I mean, it's a very similar story to a couple of other series. One that comes to mind, the one that we just saw, where a couple of games were won pretty quickly, and now the tide has completely shifted the other way. We're going to get a glance here in a moment at the match highlight of that fantastic pinch that Ansu and Unborn put together. Take a look here at this pinch, as far down in the field as they could possibly be, and they just absolutely perfectly timed the angle and the power on the ball to get it straight into the net. That's as good as it gets for a team pinch, and I think it was a real wake-up call for them to say, hey, that game win that we got was not a one-time thing. We can put this together and bring this series back for our team.
Yeah, and it would be an absolutely incredible victory for them if they could come away with this 5-minute win. It's Game 5. The Flames have run out of the buffer they were able to build for themselves. They won the first 2. They haven't looked hot since, so it's going to be do or die for them as we get ready to head into the next match. The Pandas absolutely just on fire right now, and they're going to look to put out the fire of the Flames if they can get away with it.
Well, I gotta say, Pandas, with the climate they live in, maybe they're just accustomed to the hot weather and they just had to get used to it once again, because they're looking more and more comfortable on the field every second. And if the Flames aren't careful, they're just going to keep on storming right through and take this series out from underneath a team that was dominating early.
Well, the time has begun to tick down. It's no holds bars here in Game 5 to decide the series, as Doombug will begin possession with a pass downfield. Will be off to the right wall. He'll pick it up, plays it into the corner, but Unborn meets it on the back. Tai unable to find that touch, as Unborn not able to get the beat on Doombug. Tai pop up. Doombug not good on boost, gonna have to back off. As Ansu looks for Unborn, back to Ansu, what a play! And you talk about plays of the week, that for sure is a contender.
Oh, without a doubt. Clip it, hashtag it, do what you need to do. I mean, people already did it probably by the time I even said that. You saw it developing from the moment that give and go looked like it could happen. The placement on the passes was perfection. The shot was absolutely hammered into the net. And Pandas once again take the lead on a statement goal. What a save here from Ansu. Oh, more chances though. Tai trying to find the angle. Doombug still with control. Unbelievable dribble play. Doombug, oh my goodness. Just broke some axles on that play.
Absolutely incredible how he was able to maintain control of that ball. Looked like he was a ballerina just circling around on it, gets the final touch in on net. And after an insane passing play, it's an incredible solo play to get things back level. With 4:10 to go, I still think really anyone's game at this point.
Absolutely, and would you want anything else? I mean, this close contest in Game 5 is exactly what the MLE viewers want to see, and it's what's always promised by such close competition in this league. So let's see how this turns out, as we've seen some highlight reel goals early. Ansu looking for more. Unborn looking for the answer and places it top corner to give the Pandas a 2-1 lead.
And this is just good execution on the final part of the play. Ansu tries, and then Unborn sinks it through. Doombug and Tai nowhere near that message. And they are getting closer and closer to the reverse sweep. About 1:15 gone, they hold the lead. But Doombug gonna look to change that. He's got possession, look to get it past Unborn, but the save able to come through. Off the side wall, Doombug misses his touch. Unborn will send a banger downfield. Ansu tried to give it more power. Back down. It's Unborn. Ooh, he had an open net. I don't think he saw it there. But Doombug didn't have the angle on it. And if he had just put that on target, it'd be 3-1 right now.
Very close chance there, and you're right, just not quite acknowledging the situation. Or maybe they did. Oh, Unborn getting an unearthly amount of power on that ceiling shot at the very end. Just couldn't find the placement on it. A couple of chances there that might have resulted in insurance goals for the Pandas, but the Flames probably very thankful that it's still within one.
It's Unborn again as he looks to put it back in midfield. Doombug looking to connect with Tai, but Ansu able to get in front for the interception. So find the follow-up touch. We're closing in at halftime, and it's still the Pandas controlling the lead. Doombug plays it into the right side. We'll look to follow up. He's got an open net, but he puts it off the bar. Ansu was in such an awkward position. He's going to be so thankful that that one was off target. Doombug again trying. Not going to be able to beat Unborn, though, who somehow finds that touch off the back wall.
Not even entirely sure where Unborn came from on that one. I thought they were completely out of the play. Now looking for a counterattack on offense. And Pandas covering so much ground here, but they're in serious trouble now. Tai with a race to the ball, puts the shot on net. What a save, but Tai, how did you get the follow-up on that play?
I mean, let's take a look at this. He gets the shot, somehow just sticks with it. I mean, I think he might have just been thinking about rotating around. And then once he realized that the save didn't come through, he's like, well, I guess I'm here. I might as well just tap it in. 2 minutes now remaining in this game, and that tap in does get them back in equalization zone, but not for long, as Doombug gonna secure a lead now with that banger that slides in just underneath the bar.
And you know what? There's a real difference in pace that's starting to creep in here for the Flames. They've picked the speed up. Their MO on attack previously in the games that they had won was to slow the play down and really mind game the opponents, but I think they've acknowledged it's going to take speed to do this, and they are putting the heat on at this point and taking a lead in Game 5.
There's a shot there from the Pandas, not quite really what they were looking for. It was a soft touch straight into a waiting defender. Doombug looking for a doomsy dish. Ansu, shot taken, saved by Tai. Unborn will grab this corner boost. Will be Tai again. Into the corner, Ansu, good recovery. Looks to follow it up. Doombug in an awkward spot. It's a miss from Unborn, but the team up might give Pandas time to get back on defense, and it does as Ansu plays it back to the right side. Unborn looking to get a dribble going. He finds the demolition. Ansu taking a shot. Tai out of position, and Doombug on his way back able to find the save. And it keeps the Pandas from being able to get back level yet again.
And now they've got a minute left to do it. These are big chances going back and forth. Amazing defensive touches from both players. This is a real testament to the level of skill on both ends of the field that's happening right now. But if it saves both ways, that works for the Flames, not the Pandas. So the Pandas are going to have to crank it up here and find another gear, because they've got 40 seconds left to level this game and take us to a Game 5 overtime.
Oh, Ansu almost able to dribble his way past the entire team. It's a double commit from Tai and Doombug, but 30 seconds all that remains. And the Pandas still need one to try and push an overtime. Unborn gets a win down the left side. It's just Tai to beat, but Tai finding a touch. Ansu into the corner to clear out from Tai. Doombug will get a clear farther down the field. And time really becoming a factor here. 12 seconds left. Ansu with the ball on top of his car. He's able to get it past Doombug. It's a 2v1 situation. Unborn back to Ansu. He gets it up in the air. This is the final chance. Doombug clearing it away, but Pandas keeping it up. It's not going to be enough, or is it? It's still in the air. They're trying their hardest, but it finally will touch the ground, and the Flames hold on and will not be reverse swept.
My goodness, what a fitting ending to what became an unbelievably close series. And you want to talk about highlight reel plays that were dropping in that game. There was none better Then the highlight of Ansu and Unborn putting that pass play together at the beginning of the game. Unbelievable awareness on the field between these two players. I mean, just take a look. The thing speaks for itself. You saw right about there, you knew something special was going to happen. Such a great return pass from the player Unborn on that side, and Ansu a great shot. Pandas might not have taken the series, but they really put on a show here for us, and it's plays like that that make it plainly evident that they were not going to go down without a fight after games 1 and 2.
Yeah, no, I mean, they gave it their all, almost pulled off the reverse sweep, but just can't make it happen in the final moments of Game 5. And you got to give it up to the Flames. You know, being in that position with your back against the wall, you've had a team that you started off well against, and then you just haven't been able to connect well on the final 2 games. To go into that last game and just be like, you know what, we're just going to stick to our game plan. We're going to try and win it. And it's still hard. And for you to hold on and prevent that reverse sweep, that is impressive in and of itself.
What impressed me the most, and I touched upon it a bit during the game, was the Flames' ability to, almost on the fly, in the middle of a game, recognize that they needed to reinvent their attacking style a little bit to win the series. And they did it so quickly and so effectively that it went from a Pandas lead to a Flames lead in the blink of an eye, and then suddenly the series was over. It was an amazing adjustment that you saw from them to figure out what they needed to do and just execute on it immediately.
And what a fantastic end to the opening weekend of minor league esports presented by APM Music as well. We saw so many good games. A Game 5 to decide it all is what we see at the end. And just overall, a fantastic opening weekend. And we still got many, many more to come, Thunderballs. We got 9 more weeks of the regular season and then playoffs. We got events going on. We got merch launching on Tuesday, September 1st. So much going on in the MLE right now, and I am so excited to see how we continue to move forward with everything.
I mean, if nothing else, I'm just grateful for 2 streams to cover all of that action. So much more stuff going to be seen on stream, so many more POTW hashtags, so many more great moments like the ones you saw in this match. And it's a step up in every department, and it's going to be onwards and upwards from this first weekend.
Absolutely, but that is going to do it for us here this evening. We'll be back next week, 6 p.m. Eastern Time on twitch.tv/MLE Esports GG2 for more coverage, 7 p.m. Eastern here for everything. Just want to give a huge thank you to everyone working behind the scenes on this weekend's broadcast as well. Simple AOB, the broadcaster of this series, just staying alive, doing the broadcast over on the second channel. Argisaurus, our match official this evening and yesterday, as well as Legend match officialing on the second stream, as well as all of the talented commentators we've had this weekend. We are looking so forward to the future, and we can't wait to see you back next week for more action right here on the MLE Network.